Honorable Advisor, distinguished guests, dear entrepreneurs, I'm really excited to be here. This is not my first time in Athens. When you first meet Athens, you will become addicted to it, and I am addicted to Athens and Greece. And I will explain what the reason is. I'm a migrant myself. I moved to France 51 years ago. And then 15 years ago, I met a beautiful lady in the Netherlands. I became a Dutch citizen, but later on, I was in love this time with Europe, European Union. I'm still in love with it, and I'm not ashamed to say it in these very turbulent times, even I will say dangerous times. Europe is still a place of hope. Living in welfare, living in peace is still possible in Europe, and I sincerely believe that if there is a project to defend, it is the European project. You may criticize it, you may think of bureaucracy, technocracy, whatever you want to call, but if there is a place where I would like to raise my children, it is still in Europe. And Greece is the beacon of Europe through its philosophy. We need to remind this, we need to understand it, and we need to defend it. And I sincerely believe that we need to do it even more by building trade bridges, by giving the opportunities to entrepreneurs to meet each other, because entrepreneurs are not only dreamers, they are doers. And therefore, we decided to organize this event, and I would like to thank very much PIGI KOINSEP to organize such an event. It's not easy to do it, but they have done it. And don't forget it, a year ago, even this association was just an idea, because a year ago, I just met these gentlemen, ladies, and they had an ambition. And just within a year, they are here organizing this event. It's something fantastic. Give them an applause, please, because it's important. Allow me to begin by thanking Greece, not only for welcoming us here in Athens, but above all for the example you have given Europe in opening your doors to those in need, and it's a reality. In recent years, you have sheltered refugees and migrants with dignity, carrying forward Greece's ancient tradition of philoxenia. I don't know if I have the right accent, but it's philoxenia, hospitality, the love of the stranger. This generosity will not be forgotten. Anyway, I will never forget this, because these are tough times for migrants, migration, and people who dare to accept migrants to their country, and you have done it fantastically. Thank you so much. I'm particularly... Before I speak about our shared mission, let me briefly introduce UNITEE. Originally, when you write it, it's UNITEE. And you know, I lived for 15 years in France. UNITEE is this one. But when you read it in English, it's unity, united in diversity. Even if the presidents of very big countries tend to neglect diversity, I believe that we need biodiversity to live, but we need also cultural diversity to enrich each other. We need this diversity to be real human beings. We began in Amsterdam exactly 30 years ago. It was in September 1995. I was I hope I'm still a young PhD at the University of Amsterdam when we started the first associations in its kind. Migrant Entrepreneurs Association. Why then migrants? They are migrants in minds or in reality, but these people are in love with their host country, which became their own home country. And the first thing I told to Ersan years ago, if you are not in love with Greece, if you don't feel like a Greek citizen, you are not at the right place. You may have a country of origin, but this is your new home country. Unity means, unity is a confederation representing new Europeans, new Greek people, new Dutch entrepreneurs. This mindset is important to have your roots in this new country and to be able to fly with your wings to the future you will build with these people here, and you belong to this country, and I'm sincere in it again. In 2011, UNITEE transformed into a European Confederation, bringing together almost 80 associations, business associations from 24 countries. And today, UNITEE has evolved into a European platform for inclusive entrepreneurship. A platform for inclusive entrepreneurship, representing not only entrepreneurs, but also and almost every stakeholder of the supportive ecosystem. We need more cooperation among different actors, cooperating together in order to give the very needed support to entrepreneurs with their ambitions, in order to give an impulse to create jobs, to create welfare, because we believe that there is no peace possible without welfare and economic development. I very much salute our minister. He is the Minister of Economic Development in this country, and I think that economic development without entrepreneurs will never be possible, and I thank him anyway that I have his greetings through you, Honorable Advisor. Our mission has always been clear: to unlock the full potential of those entrepreneurs who too often remain missing in the economic story of Europe, the missing entrepreneurs. It's the title of an OECD report. If we are able to support all the potential entrepreneurship in Europe, we will have almost 7.5 million more entrepreneurs in Europe. We need them. They are vital for the future of an European economy based on European values of humanity and human dignity. Again, to me, it's not about the capitalistic approach of economy, it's about human dignity. We need to give as an heritage to our children. I have 3 children, and I wish them, like all the children to come, to live in peace and prosperity with respect for the planet in this side of the world. And I hope this mindset will be given to all the humanity there. Migrants and entrepreneurs are not just statistics. They are still an untapped engine of growth and resilience. I will just remind the Draghi report reminded us that Europe must renew its competitiveness. You mentioned it, in a rapidly changing world, and the world is changing not only rapidly, but unfortunately dangerously. And the latter report spoke of building a stronger single market that is not only efficient, but also inclusive and fair. We need such an economy. Not only the strongest are there, but also all the people living in Europe. Both highlight what UNITEE has been advocating for decades. Europe cannot afford to leave behind the creativity and networks of its migrants and entrepreneurs. And today, as we gather with almost 100 entrepreneurs in this room from across Europe, more than 10 countries are represented here, we are reminded of something essential. Migrants do not only seek safety, they create futures. Let's understand the potential value they are able to create. They are dreamers who become doers. And I will give some examples from Greek entrepreneurs around the world. When I say Onassis, everybody know who he is, who rose from displacement to build one of the greatest shipping empires in the world. Think of Stavros Niarchos. I don't know if I'm able to say these names properly, my apologies for this, but he is also creating value for the world. Think of George Mitchell, the son of a humble Greek migrant in Texas, who transformed the energy industry. Yes, migrants are able to dream, but also to realize their dream not only for themselves, but for the society in general. Now, I don't want to be too long about these things, because I want to give room to the entrepreneurs who are here. They are able to connect very rapidly, because these people are not talking. They are just walking the talk. And this is, therefore they are doing the difference between the talkers like me. They are realizing the dreams by coming together, by connecting, by bonding, and by doing together. Now, normally, I have brought a gift to our Honorable Minister, but you will get it and you will give it to him, please. It's a symbolic gift. You know, we have to be careful when we give gifts to our ministers, but this one is just symbolic. It's just to symbolize the spirit of connection. I would like to offer our Honorable Minister a gift from Brussels. It says a lot about me, because it's a box of chocolates from Pierre Marcolini. His story is close to ours. The child of Italian migrants in Belgium, who became one of the world's most celebrated chocolatiers. Like so many migrant entrepreneurs, he transformed humble beginnings into excellence recognized across the globe. May these chocolates remind us of what happens when talents, cultures, and passions come together. They create something not only sweet, but truly enduring. Thank you. Thank you very much for your patience, and my apologies for my emotions. But I am one and all with my emotions. And last but not least, I would like to say, I love you all. Thank you.